of by-elections to 56 assembly seats across 10 states will be held in November, while by-polls to 2 assembly seats in Manipur will be held on November 7th. By-elections in 54 seats will be held on November 3rd. The constituencies where by-polls will be held in Manipur are Lilong and Wangjing Tentha. Well, by-polls will also be held in 2 seats in Nagaland. Meanwhile, the Commission has also decided not to hold by-elections in 2 seats in Assam this year. The polls here are slated to be held next year. All right, on to a breaking news now. Model Code of Conduct has come into force in Thobal district of Manipur following announcement of by-election dates for 2 assembly seats of Lilong and Wangjing Tentha. Both the seats have been lying vacant to Congress MLAs quit the party and joined BJP. By-polls to the 2 seats have been scheduled for November 7th, while the results will be declared on November 10th.
The Election Commission of India, via its press note number ECI PN 67/2020 dated 29 September 2020, has announced the election schedule for by-elections in respect of 30 Lilong and 34 Wangjing Tentha assembly constituencies. So as per the schedule, the issue of notification is fixed on 13th of October. The last date of making nominations is fixed on 20th of October. The scrutiny of nominations will take place on 21st of October. Last date for withdrawal of candidature will take place on 23rd October. The date of poll is fixed on 7th of November, and then counting of votes will take place on 10th of November, and the date before which the election process shall be completed is fixed on 12th of November. So with this announcement, the election model code of conduct has come into effect immediately in respect of and the entire district of Thobal. So in this by-elections, there will be a total of 63,611 voters, and then the facility of postal ballot will be extended to all the persons with disabilities, to all the people who have attained the age of 80 years, and to all the COVID suspect patients or who are under home or institutional quarantine. And then the number of polling stations for 30 Lilong will be 39. In addition to this, 10 new auxiliary polling stations have been created, and the total number of polling stations now it is 49. For 34 Wangjing Tentha, the number of polling stations is 39, and then 4 new auxiliary polling stations have been created, and now the total number of polling stations is 43. So the by-elections will take place in a total of 92 polling stations.
Meanwhile, the Model Code of Conduct has also come into force with immediate effect in Kohima and Kifire following Election Commission's announcement of by-elections to 2 assembly constituencies of Southern Angami and Pungro Kifire on November 3rd. Well, the 2 seats were vacated after the sudden demise of Speaker Vikho Wosu of the NDPP from Southern Angami on December 2019 and NPF MLA T. Torechu from Pungro Kifire also on December 2019.
Election Commission has announced the by-election to 14 Southern Angami 1 and 60 Kifire Pungro Assembly Constituency today. And here's their press note. Along with the 54 different assembly constituencies and electronic voting machines and EVMs and VVPAT will be used during this election. The EVMs are the latest one, M3 will be used. Identification of voters will be in continuance of the existing practice. The voters' identification shall be mandatory in the aforementioned election at the time of poll. Electoral photo identity cards shall be the main documents of identification of a voter.